everybody? It is me, Road Rage Randy, and this is episode 18. We're not driving right now. We're just in the parking lot. I got some what are these called? We got wing-zings, and I figured I'd have some be somewhat aware of, like concern for other people's safety on the road. So I figured eating chicken wings while driving and podcasting would not be the effective route to go. I'm probably going to be chewing your ear off this podcast, because so if you aren't into that whole chomping in the ear kind of a thing, well, sucks to be you. We got things to be eating. This is gonna be my lowest viewed podcast of all time if I'm just eating it. I promise, like, once I'm done eating, you'll be done hearing it. Like, no shit. So what we got talking about today? Well, I feel like complete shit. Just like in the last podcast, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I don't know, like, what's gonna happen. I might be dying. If I'm dying, you'll still hear this podcast because I'll put it up into my the website that I used to put it into my RSS feed. I don't know, you guys don't know the whole technicality of what it takes to run a podcast, but pretty much these are pre-recorded, so I'll put it up. So if I'm dying, this might be the last podcast you hear. I don't know how that works. If that's the case, these chicken wings are delicious. And like, yesterday they had them reasonably packed, right? Like 6 wings or something. Or it was like, they were like $4 because they had them reasonably packed, as I said. Damn, that guy that drove by just had, like, perfect hair. That guy knows how to do his hair, I'll tell you that. Yeah, this is pretty much like eating with Randy. Sit here, eat, just sitting in the parking lot. I got like a good 7 minutes before I have to leave, but we'll probably leave before that. But I figured I'd give you guys a good talk. So I just want to say before that guy came by to need some chicken in the mouth in order to tell this one. But before that guy came by, I just wanted to say that if I die, if the doctor diagnosed me as dying tomorrow, I mean, let's be real, I'm going for a physical, a routine physical. He's not going to be like, yeah, broski, you dying. No, that's not how that works. No. But if I die, just want to let you guys know I had a good run. We're 18 episodes deep into the podcast. I believe when I checked today, we had a total of 150 views or 160 views, something like that. I'd say that's a pretty dang good run. No, maybe we can have a 6 feet under with Randy. I'll be dead in the grave and I'll still be telling you stories. I don't know what kind of stories man, if I could have one last, my dying wish, if I'm dying, one last podcast from the hearse. That's all I ask. Hook me up with a mic. I'm not going to be speaking because I'm going to be fucking dead, but we're going to be cruising down the highway, and you're going to at least be able to hear the surrounding noise. It's what I want. It's what I want. So if I die, someone make that happen. Someone contact my parents. They don't know I do this podcast. But maybe we should have them on as a guest sometime, huh? I break the news to them live on the pod. Yeah, let's just talk on the phone while we're sitting next to each other. But I'm just going to upload it as a podcast. Anyways, that's what's going to happen. Someone needs to contact my parents and we'll have one last, it's my dying wish. Well, I'm not dying. It's it's what I want. I don't have a will or anything. I'm like 22 years old. Who the fuck needs a will at 22 years old? Probably me, because I'm probably going to get diagnosed with death tomorrow. I have my windows rolled. You couldn't understand. Okay. You couldn't understand a dang thing I just said. And that's alright, because, well, shoot, what was I saying though? You couldn't understand it, but what was it? Oh, I have my windows rolled down. So there's a guy like unloading his groceries right now. He's probably like, "What you doing, buddy?" "Oh, just recording my podcast. Check me out on iTunes, Spotify. Share it with all your friends." Something along those lines. I'm just eating my chicken, to be honest, and talking to myself. And it just gave me a look. Yep. We need to quiet down. He just gave me a look. Alright, he's in his car now. Douchebag. Damn, these wings are delicious though. So what I've been doing is I've been going to the local grocery. I'm picking up. Yeah, I know. This isn't substance. People are looking for substance. Nice motorcycle. Yeah, it's not substance. I mean, I'm talking about what I'm eating. And we have a kiwi here and a Honeycrisp apple. I'm really excited to eat that one. And wingdings. I think it was $8. It's a pretty dang good. I could split this with a woman. Like, I'll hit up one of the ladies I've matched on Tinder and be like, "Yo, come through Cub Food parking lot. I got food." I mean, if I was offered that by a woman, I would be there in no time. Like, the meat just slides right off these bones. It's delicious. But yeah, if a woman would like message me, like, "Oh, I got wingdings and an apple," and this old lady looks like she's ready for an interview. I should wish her luck. Good luck. She's probably like the accounting agent or something. Yeah, the meat just slides right off these though. It's delicious. While we're on the topic of women and something I clearly have a lot of expertise in, I was thinking last night while I was listening to some Joe Rogan, as per usual. Got about 10 episodes downloaded right now. I cleaned my phone out, so I went from 500 megabytes to 11 gigabytes just by deleting some stuff. So that's pretty neat. Downloaded about 10 Joe Rogans to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I was listening to one last night, and they started talking about polygamy. And now that polygamy, that's something I'm very passionate about. Why? Because I'm passionate. You gotta be passionate about something, you know? Do I want a polygamist way of life? Hell no. No, I do not. No. But when the Supreme Court's like, "Yo, we can't control who gets married," and they make it so that gay people can get married and gay marriage is legal, and men and women can get married, but you still can't marry more than one person. You gotta get behind something, and that's what I'm behind. I couldn't live a polygamous life because I can't even get one woman, let alone, like 6, like some. Man, what Joe Rogan was saying when they were talking about, he's like, imagine 6 dudes and just one woman, and they're all sitting there with their dicks hard, waiting to get sucked, and she's just taking her turn. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like me and 10 women. That's the way to go. You can't have another man in there. That's not the way I roll. But That's my stance on that. If they're gonna legalize marriage for everyone, you gotta make it legal for, like, you know, you think your next door neighbor's dog's cute and you want to bone it. I mean, have at it, I think. Probably not. No, that's crossing the line. We'll be late for work here if I don't leave, but I got chicken to eat, know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to feast on the road. So what I'm going to do is man, 10 minutes live already. I'm going to actually pause this podcast for the first time ever. It's not going to be paused for you guys, but you know what it is? I'm going to add like 10 seconds of royalty-free elevator music while I finish my wings here real quick.
La 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 la.
We're back from the intermission. I hope you enjoyed that. I made that all by myself. I'm a musician now, you know. I was talking to a lady at work one day, and she was telling me that she makes music. Maybe my music's a little better than her. I like that beat, you know. It was pretty catchy. Well, I mean, to be honest with, all right, if I'm being honest with you guys here, I don't know what kind of beat I'm going to create, but when I get home, I'm sure that beat for the intermission is going to be 10 out of 10. But that chicken was dang good. Ooh, lightning. Ooh, lightning. We're going to have some thunderstorming coming. But, man, the chicken, I can't get over it. It's like, it's cheap, it's good. Nothing beats that, alright, KFC beats that chicken. Alright, you guys know, police. You guys know how, I invited that girl to KFC and, she never replied to me? Yeah, she sent me a message tonight. I haven't looked at it, but she sent me a message, so maybe she got over whatever she was going after and now she's down for KFC. Perhaps. One of my good friends, Christian, I know he doesn't listen, but shout out to my boy Christian. You the MVP, dog. He sent me a text. He's like, bruh, you know what? I've been texting this lady every day this week so far. I'm like, yeah, how's it going, dude? He's like, so I'm gonna ask her to KFC. Boom, baby. He's taking advice from the master right here. I taught him that one. I told him that I asked a girl to KFC because KFC's the way to go. If she ain't down for KFC, I mean, although the girl that I had asked, she wasn't down for KFC. Maybe she's down for the grocery store chicken that I bought. Because I'd buy 2 packs of that. We could sit in the car together and listen to some Driving with Randy, or we could just do a Driving with Randy but not be mic'd up, you know, because driving with me is driving with me, and you understand what I'm trying to say. But we could have a great talk, get to know each other, and if things work out, I could have a permanent co-pilot. But let's be real, that's not happening because she doesn't want to go to KFC. I wish Christian the best. I hope Christian and his lady friend make it to KFC. I feel like women in Ohio are more keen. What is this? Road work ahead. I sure hope it does. Oh, you guys know that Vine? Good old Vines back in the day. But yeah, there's road work ahead, I guess. I used to watch Vine. I never watched Vine when it was popular. But then, like, in my later years, I'm saying my later years, as in like 4 or 5 years later after Vine died, I kind of got into it. And some of them are just hilarious. I love them. So I watch them compilations on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, you guys know how I'm a big advocate for the movie Roar, 1981. The full thing's on YouTube, right? Well, this new girl at work, I asked her if she'd seen it as per usual, and she said she hadn't. But you know what? She came up to me last night and she said, you know what? I'm going to watch that movie. What is it called again? I'm like, Roar, 1981. You can find the full thing on YouTube. So she wasn't at work today. Maybe she took the day off to watch Roar and we can have a full-on conversation tomorrow about it. Or perhaps we could have a conversation over some KFC about it. Oh, that would be beautiful. Have a KFC with the female talking about Roar. We live in the dream if that were the case. But no, we're not rolling that way with her. We can have a conversation at work about it. But I'm telling you, Roar. If you guys haven't seen Roar, check it out. It's just a fantastic film. I wish I was a little more. Wish I could give more details on the whole thing. Like if I was an expert movie critic, but we're not. I'm not an expert on anything really. That's why. That's the beauty of this podcast. I'm not an expert podcaster. I'm not an expert. Heck, I was eating chicken for the first half of this podcast. What do you expect? This ain't no well-made podcast. I feel like that's the thing though. Like people come to me and they're like expecting this grand old podcast. You know, in my advertising that I do, which I don't do, I need to do. I'm relying on you guys to advertise. You, the listeners. Word of mouth, get it out there. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your brother, tell your girlfriend, tell your girl, your second girlfriend, your third girlfriend. Tell all the women that you're seeing that you love driving with Randy, so that way we can have kind of a female viewer base, because that's definitely what I'm shooting for here. But anyways, what I was saying was I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm not. The podcast, it's terrible mic, terrible idea. People come to this never seeing an advertisement before or something. They might just be like, oh, driving with Randy, that seems pretty neat, right? And they click on it and they're like, what's all the background noise? Why is he chewing like a cow? Why is he talking about Lara bars for the 9th time? You know, the usual. They don't quite understand that this is how the podcast goes. It's just we're in a construction zone right now. I should slow it down. We got cones covering the left lane here. I know you guys are that's very important that you guys are well aware of what's going around on the car ride home. I don't know why they have it coned off. I don't see any. I was definitely mid-sentence talking about my advertising, how these guys. But anyways, they got, what the fuck? This guy just flashed his brights at me. Suck it, buddy. I will go as slow as I want because I'm recording a podcast and we're trying to make length for the viewers, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. You go in that fast lane. We're taking it the speed limit. Anyways, the cones, they were, I've got 3 subjects in the air right now and I haven't finished one. They got cones set up and I don't see anyone working. What's the point? It's a waste of time, waste of a lane. We got 4 lanes. Why don't we use them all instead of coning one off for the evening? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, I was talking about how these guys see my advertisement. You know, that's just all speculation. I feel like I did a good job there. I got all my subjects out of the way and we're moving on to the next thing. But it's all speculation as far as if these guys like what they hear or what. You know, I got 4 5-star reviews at the time of recording this, so something tells me I'm doing right. I'd love you all to. We're gonna go full sellout mode here mid podcast. I'd love for you all to just head on over to iTunes, leave a 5-star review, keep it 5 stars, because you know what? I said this in a previous podcast. I don't care if you rate it 5 stars, rate it 1 star. Just we're trying to get the truth out there. Write a review. Actually, that is something I was going to talk about, is writing reviews. I've always liked words more than likes. I'll upload a video to YouTube. I don't care about 20 likes. Ooh, you dropped a little like. 20 comments though? Like comments, you take time to write something important, and I think that is awesome. So if I read all the reviews on on iTunes. There's only one of them, and I wrote it, but I read them all, I promise. If you tweet at me, Twitter, at Thoughts by Randy, I will read all your tweets. I'm not popular. It's not like I'm like flooded with mentions and whatnot. No, not one bit. I'll read all DMs. I'll reply to your DMs. I'll reply to your messages. We got a motorcycle coming up. Neato. Should we race it? All right. Anyways, that's all I got to say about the whole leaving a review thing. Hey, buddy. He just passed. You know what? It's more of a scooter than it is a motorcycle or a moped. While I was eating my chicken, a car just went right past me. I think that would have been cool to hear on the podcast, but I had my windows open. I should maybe do a test, open the windows up here, see if it sounds like I'm in a hurricane. I can pretend I'm one of those Weather Channel reporters. Hey guys, we're out. Let's give it a try. All right. Hey guys, we're out here in Louisiana. We got like 30-mile-per-hour winds. The rain's coming down real heavy. We're in the eye of the storm. We'll keep you updated. Back to you, Road Rage. Wow, you be safe out there, Weatherman Randy. That was Weatherman Randy on Louisiana in a hurricane. Damn. This podcast is an absolute mess. I'm eating chicken. I'm doing stupid voices. I'm ranting about stupid stuff. We need to get on topics. I feel like we're not on topics. We need to go about topics. But at the same time, that's the beauty of this. This motorcycle's slowing down. He's not trying to go real quick here in the, all right, bye. And he flew by me, I flew by him. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, as I was saying, I feel like I should get some topics because I'm just ranting about a bunch of useless crap. I will say I am feeling a little better than I felt earlier. I'll for sure keep you guys updated. I'll make sure I'm not dying, and you guys are just here. You guys know my dying wish, my dying. You guys know what I want if I die. So, if that's the case, and this is the last podcast you are hearing, be sure to leave your well thoughts in the review section or something like that. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I got like, we'll probably get like 10 listeners by the time, you know what, but I'm dead. So maybe this is the episode we need. Maybe I am dying, and my dying podcast, I'm going to call it that. We're going to go clickbaity here. We're going to call it my dying podcast. Oh, what the, yeah, Jesus. Go, merge, buddy. Merge. Now you decide to go 80 miles an hour. Yeah, you could have done that when you were trying to get over, huh? Anyways, we were talking about how, I'm going to call this my dying podcast or something. Not only, I mean, the podcast itself isn't dying, but I'm dying. So maybe that's the clickbait we need, and people will feel sorry. They'll be like, oh no, he's dying and he needs my support, and then and then they'll click on it and it'll be like, woo, we doubled our views. We went from 10 to 20 because people felt sorry for me or something like that. I don't know. We need to get a little clickbaity with the titles. Maybe the next podcast we'll just call it like boobs or something, because you know there's probably a bunch of dudes in the podcasting app searching for boobs, and one day Driving with Randy will appear, and I can't say, I mean, it would be weird if they whacked off to the podcast, but I mean, a view's a view, right? I mean, we can't really like, we can't be picky on who's viewing the podcast here. It doesn't. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? The light is green. Green. What are you doing? 10 miles an hour? It's 40. Now you're moving over to the fast lane? What are you doing? your lot. Oh, you're in the middle of 2 lanes. We can't even consider it the fast lane because it's the middle of 2 lanes. What are you doing, buddy? I don't even know what kind of car that is to call you out. Oh, now you're braking again. You're braking again. That guy is going to kill someone. Or woman, I don't know what it was. It's going to kill someone. It braked from like 50 to 10. What are you doing? Reevaluate your life. Reevaluate your driving test. Because you're not good at it. You're not good at all. But we can't end on that. And we can't end on that kind of a note where I'm bashing people. We need something positive because I'm all about the positivity. So I want you guys to go out, do something kind for someone today. Text someone a compliment. Let them know that you're thinking of them because you might end up... For all you know, they could be dying like I possibly am. But for real, I'm exaggerating. I'm not dying. I shouldn't be dying at least. But that's what I'm getting at. Text someone because you never know when they're gonna die. Road Rage Randy might hit them and kill them in a car crash or something. So text a loved one today. Let them know. And with that kind of a note, I'm gonna end it. I already plugged my Twitter, Thoughts by Randy. I already told you guys to leave reviews on iTunes. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my chicken eating ranting of a podcast. Bye.